Hey, it's Chris Lindsay, and you're listening to Pitch List, the Songwriters Podcast. Hey, it's Chris. I'm sitting here on a Saturday afternoon with our first young person to ever be interviewed on Pitch List. This is my daughter, Lola Lindsay. Say hi, Lola.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good right now.
So I'm going to give the people a little information about you. You are just finishing up the 4th grade at Lipscomb Elementary School.
Yeah.
And you're going to be heading in the fall into 5th grade at the big school. So today, we do a podcast about songwriting. So you've watched your parents write songs, right, for your whole life.
Yeah.
What do you think about songwriting?
It was never something I was really interested in. I was kind of born in Nashville, and everyone's doing it, and I wanted to do something different.
Yeah, it's Music City, and all the people we know do it, right? And you think you'd like to do something different that you can make your mark with.
Yeah.
I get that.
I think if we moved to London, I'd want to be like a British music artist, but we don't live in London, so.
What about Tim McGraw? Do you like Tim McGraw?
I don't really listen to country now.
You don't? What kind of music do you like to listen to?
I like the Beatles a lot.
I know. You love the Beatles.
Yeah.
And I love it that you love them because I think they're probably the best that's ever been. Do you have a favorite Beatles song or a Beatles era that you like better?
I don't really have a favorite Beatles song. My favorite Beatles album would be Please Please Me, like their first album.
I think the earlier Beatles have a sort of crazy excitement to it, doesn't it? What is it you think about their music?
It was kind of different. Like they had that, they had like Hey Jude and Let It Be, and then they had crazy rock songs like the Walrus song. Like they had all this kind of varieties of music.
That's true. They have a huge variety of music. So you love the Beatles. And when you were younger, you like pop music, like they play on like 107 here.
Well,
the
I
river.
don't think. I think that was kind of the only thing I was exposed to at that time. I've never really been a huge fan about pop.
Okay, so that was all you had heard. Now I also know you love some folk music too. So what do you think attracts you to that?
I love the ukulele. Like, I love songs that just have, like, they don't have all these, like, background vocals. They just have, like, the ukulele or the guitar and then the person singing. I don't like, all these, like, backing vocals of, like, drums and stuff on a lot of songs. I think it's cool just to have, like, one instrument and then that'd be it.
Do you wonder sometimes, is like, I know you love Dodie Clark. She's probably your favorite right now. There's something really intimate about just one person singing and playing a little instrument.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Because now in pop, they have, like, all this auto-tune, and they have, like, a ton of backing vocals and backing instruments, and it's really cool just to hear a song that's not just the same as everything else on, like, The River or any music stations like that.
Do you think people, now you're 10 years old, do you think that people, that kids your age, do they still listen to the actual radio much?
Well, I think that, like, when we are on our way to school, we'll listen to the Beatles radio.
Oh, on XM,
yeah,
the Beatles
but
channel?
I think most people at, like, my school, they're probably listening to, like, the Christian rock radio.
Right.
Because I think that's all their parents have exposed them to at the moment.
You have a lot of great points. I'm impressed. I think our listeners will be impressed. So you like Dodie. She, I think what's interesting, and I think maybe people listening, more daddy's age or in between, they may not know the story. Dodie became famous with your generation on YouTube, right?
Yes.
So she didn't go the traditional route of a record company and making videos and...
No, I think she just probably started when she was like 16, just making videos in her bedroom.
Yeah, so she just uses an iPhone, right? Or a camera? Probably just an iPhone.
I think she probably has a camera.
She probably has a camera.
Cool.
And so she just started making videos,
Mhm.
and then kids really liked it, right?
Yeah. I
You-
think she has audience of like a lot of ages though. I don't think it's
I
just
think so
kids.
too. Now we're gonna go see Dodie Clark, right? In
Yeah.
August or September.
I'm pretty sure September.
Are you excited?
Mhm.
I am too. I'm excited to see you be excited. So your generation, I think, is better at sort of finding cool talent, in different formats than just being marketed to by these big entertainment companies.
Yeah, I think a lot of stars now have like became about from just starting making videos instead of having like a huge record company and starting all that.
Yeah, and I also think that when they're more homegrown like that, they have less or no pressure to do quote unquote commercial things, that grown-ups want them to do.
Yeah.
I think they're more free as artists.
Mhm.
I think that's the beauty of it. So here's a question for you. Something I find interesting: when I was a kid, there was kind of a lot of social peer pressure to choose a kind of genre, like you liked cowboy music, or you liked rock music like Led Zeppelin, or you like pop music.
Well, that's kind of like what's going on, but
It seems like younger people like yourself, y'all like lots of different kind of music, which I think is great.
well, that's because we've kind of been open to more varieties. Like back then, there was like the Beatles, and then there was like rock, and there was country, and then there's like that was like it. Now there's like all these different kind of music, and a lot of people like around my age are starting to get into rap, which I am not interested in, especially the kind of things that like most rappers are rapping about. If I had to choose my favorite rapper, Chance the Rapper, he's Christian and he did a good job on. He kind of was like the different rapper. He was like, he's not the same, and he's not gonna be like rapping about like things that are sexist or violence or drugs or any of that kind of
And he
thing.
was wildly successful.
Yeah.
And is.
Because he's different. Like,
Yeah. You're really pushing this idea, and
I
love
really
it,
hope, like-
of something being unique. Is that what we're going to have next? You know what I mean? The next
well,
movement?
every music artist that's been super duper popular was unique.
Do you get bored sometimes, like when we go to dinner and mommy and daddy won't stop talking about country music business
Oh,
and
that's
artists?
all you ever talk about. I don't want to be country.
Okay, let me ask you. This is the last, then we're going to wrap this up. What's the best thing about having songwriter parents?
It's just kind of cool when someone asks me what my parents do. Be like, they're songwriters.
And do they ask what we wrote and you tell them?
Yeah, and then they'll be like, oh, I know that song.
So that's fun.
That's fun, yeah.
Okay, what's the worst thing about having songwriter parents?
Country music. You made me hate country music because you play it so much.
Look, the country genre is mostly lyric driven. It's not musically adventurous or sonically magical. It can be, and actually the new stuff is pushing in that direction. But in general, it's not. That's not what it's for. It's for lyric content. It's a lyric delivery device, and it's about help people with their feelings and their regrets
No.
and all that stuff.
I don't agree.
Okay, tell me.
It's all country, and it's like, oh, yeehaw.
I got my truck, and my mother just got out of prison.
Oh,
That's
yee.
that old joke. But modern country music's not like that, and you know that. It's
well,
not yeehaw.
like, yes, it is. Cowboy hat. Like,
Yeah. If you were to write a country
I
song,
got my lasso.
what, I got my lasso. If you were to write a country song, what would it be? What would it be about?
I don't know.
Well, no, guess. What would it be?
I don't know.
If you're going to write one, if I said you've got to have a song that you're going to put on the next Florida Georgia Line record, they're going to put a Lola Lindsay song. They want to fill that slot with your song. Just write it, and they're going to do it.
Call it like avocado toast. Like, I don't know.
I don't think they would cut avocado toast.
I
Give me
gotta
one
get my
title
lasso
no,
and-
I want you to give me one title that Florida Georgia Line could do.
I don't know. I don't listen to them. I don't even know who that. Well, I know who it is, but like,
Do you love bro country?
I don't know what. I don't know what that is.
All right. This has been Lola Lindsay giving me a fabulous interview, by the way. First of all, This was really fun, Lola. And also, I am truly shocked by some of your insights, how good they were. So thank you for being on the show. Come back here and say bye. Say bye to everybody.
Bye.
Bye. And I think we're going to title this episode, Lola Hates Country Music. Thank you for listening to Pitch List. We'll see you soon.
None of my friends' parents are songwriters. That's like just
That's not
us.
true. Sheryl Crow's kid what's his name?
Wyatt, but I'm
But
not.
Wyatt?
I'm not even friends with him.
You are friends with Wyatt. He's in your grade and you know him. Cash Rich is there.
I'm talking about my friends. I'm not talking about random kids in different grades.